Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Aubrey and this is my sign by sign forecast for the 12 ascendants for the full moon in Capricorn that is happening June 24th, 2021, and this is my forecast for ascendants in Aries, specifically ascendants in Aries, to a lesser extent Sun and Moon in Aries as well. So for you guys, and I am specifically looking at the planet Saturn, the placement of Saturn in your chart, and the placement of the full moon in Capricorn, but we're looking at Saturn because Saturn rules Capricorn. So in order to know how things are really unfolding for you in Capricorn, we need to look at what's going on with Saturn. So for you guys, you have had Saturn transiting your 11th house. So you've probably been feeling some type of restriction or limitation or stifled some way through some type of community, organization, some group, some friend group that you're a part of, some network, some like social organization holding you back in some type of way. Right now, we're all trying to break free into our original authenticity in some area of our life. And there's also another area of our life that is holding us back or stifling us from moving forward as fast as we would like. And that's because Saturn is in this house, ruling this area of life right now and kind of holding us back, asking us to reevaluate and reform the foundation of our relationship to that experience, to that part of our life. And with you, Aries, it happens to be in the part of life that is dealing with, like I said, groups, organizations that are like bigger than you, friends, social networks, everything like that. And it also rules like goals, hopes, wishes, and dreams. And so you may be feeling like stifled and restricted from getting to where you're trying to get to in terms of your goals, because you're being held back in some type of way by a group that you're a part of, or a group that you associate with, or the type of organization that you've always been a part of. Now you're like outgrowing and you're feeling limited by for some reason, and it's hindering your ability to reach, you know, your goals or to refine your wishes and your hopes and your dreams in the way that you would like to for some reason. Saturn in the 11th house. Now, the full moon in Capricorn is going to be happening in your 10th house. The 10th house is the house of our public image, our reputation, what service we contribute to the public and gain like notoriety in some way or another from. That's why it's associated with the house of careers. The 10th house actually is also the house of it's also associated with the house of Saturn and is ruled by Saturn in Capricorn. So for you guys have kind of like a double dose of Saturn going on right now, because you have Capricorn in the 10th, also ruled by Saturn, and we're talking about the planet Saturn being in your 11th. So right now, with the full moon coming into your 10th house, though, this is going to shine a light somehow on some aspect of your career. And it's going, your career or your public image or your reputation is going to come to the forefront and be prominent for you during this full moon period in some type of way that's going to give you some type of like gauge or check on what's actually going on with those limitations in your 11th house. So it's almost like you're feeling stifled in your group by your coworkers or something like that. And so you realize this full moon that you're not progressing through your career as rapidly or the way that you want to. Like you're not getting elevated through your career the way that you want to, promotions and stuff like that. And you realize it's because you're being held back by, you know, a certain mentality that your coworkers have. And you're getting a really good understanding of the impact that that limitation is having on you through how it is being presented to you in terms of your career at this point in time. So that's just like one example of how this energy could play out, but something along those lines. Your reputation, your public image, your career somehow is showing you and giving you a gauge and making clear to you this week during this time what needs to be changed in terms of those 11th house issues, those friends groups, those social organizations, those networks, those organizations that you're a part of, your goals, your hopes and wishes for the future. What foundational changes do you need to make there to those things so that you can move forward free without being stifled and change the way that it's impacting your career. So that really is sort of the themes and the dynamic that are playing out for you guys, Aries, as we go through this full moon in Capricorn on June 24th. It's the 11th house, hopes, wishes, dreams, social organizations, large groups of people, friends, networks, and it is the 10th house of career, showing you how those limitations are playing out for you in your life right now and what changes you need to make with Saturn retrograde in the 11th to free yourself from the limitations and to move forward building your social groups in a way that will be more enduring, more long lasting, and more fulfilling for you in the long term going forward. So that's my forecast for you, Aries. If you want to know the whole context of this energetic of the full moon that's playing out in Capricorn on June 24th, check out my astrological outlook of the day for June 24th, where I will talk all about the full moon in Capricorn. And if you liked my video, give me a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel, and leave me comments, and tune in tomorrow for my astrological outlook of the day. See you later, Aries.